The John and Ken Show, John Cobelt and Ken Shampoo. So Jerry Brown came to town pushing his fraudulent Prop 30, the sales and income tax increase.
I wish we could hire Chris Christie to follow Jerry Brown around and just set things straight. The governor of New Jersey, who called him an old retread, we now call him a bald tire, thanks to that.
Well,
and he is an old bald tire. In fact, you were kind a couple hours ago when you called him 72. He's 74 now.
Is he 74?
Yeah.
Well, he's even older. And he's even balder, and he's even more tired. And he's lying like crazy. We're going to play you clips. Joe Kwan, KFI News, went to cover Jerry Brown doing his tax-raising dance today.
And what they're doing is they're going to schools because they're hiding behind the children.
Well, yes, and it's really fraudulent. And I have a short piece here that I want to read after we play the clip by Joel Fox. He's the president of the Small Business Action Committee, and he's the editor of a website called Fox and Hounds, which describes itself as keeping tabs on California business and politics. And he describes, with backup, where the money is going to go. It is definitively not going to your local schools. We'll explain, but first hear Brown lying about it.
Yay! Thank you very much, and this is very exciting to be around so many young people and mothers and families and teachers. What this is all about is investing billions of dollars in our schools and stopping the cuts to our community colleges, the cuts to grammar school, to high school. I mean, our colleges, our universities. This is real serious, and you'll hear a lot of noise from politicians and a lot of criticism coming from all quarters. But I'm here to tell you the truth. I didn't come back after 27 years to be governor just to fool around. I'm telling you the truth that we need to fix our schools with real money. And the tax measure, Proposition 30, is very simple. It asks those who are most blessed, those who have done the best in their lives and have the most money, to contribute 1 or 2 or 3% to help our kids, to help our school, and to finally balance our budget.
All right, stop there. Okay, notice he doesn't mention the sales tax on everybody. So Joel Fox writes this, and he actually wrote this about...
To help our kids.
That's enough of him.
He escaped.
Put him back in his box.
The coffin.
It says Brown's kicking off his campaign to pass Prop 30, showcasing what Dan Schnur... Remember him? He used to be Pete Wilson's aide, and now he's some director at USC. Dan Schnur called it the most expensive ransom note in California political history. Pass the tax increase or the schools get it. If you think of Jerry Brown like as a mobster, and he's got a kid by the throat with a knife to his neck, give me the money or the kid gets it. That's what his campaign is about. And Joel Fox writes, the schools, listen to this closely, okay? Because I know a lot of you send your kids to public school, and you have a nice, sweet teacher, and you really don't think there should be any more cuts. Listen to this. The schools get no guaranteed new money from Prop 30. Joel Fox writes, that's not me saying so. That's a comment from the California School Boards Association, quoted in a Sacramento Bee article. Here's the quote. Despite endorsing Brown's measure, the California School Board Association leaders say they want to make it clear to the public that the governor's initiative does not provide new funding for schools. It bolsters the general fund with new revenue. Now, the general fund is used for everything. There's no guarantee that this goes to the schools. Wall Street Journal editorial says, quote, the dirty little secret is that the new revenues are needed to backfill the insolvent teachers' pension fund. That's where the money's going to go. The teachers' pension fund is way short of what they need. Your tax increase is going there. It's not going for the kids. He's going to be carrying on about how they're going to cut 3 weeks of school if this tax doesn't pass. He'll never do that. What they did when they passed the budget last June is they rigged it. They put in language that said, we don't get the tax increase, schools get a big cut. Now, they don't have to do that. They did that so that they would have a talking point during the campaign. Hey, the way the law is written, we don't get the money. The schools get a big cut. We're cutting 3 weeks' worth of school. They're not going to do that. They'll just change the language of whatever they passed in June. It's all a charade to get more money for the teachers' pension fund.
And when we come back, we'll play the rest of this because the newest marketing campaign by Jerry Brown is to continue to quote Scripture with this idea of the wealthier people should hand over more of their money. That's coming up.
John and Ken and Shannon Farron is the news.